worked all the peasant jobs when I got here. So my uncle was a pilot, and when you're pilots, they allow you to sneak in family members if there's open slots and things of this nature. So since my parents couldn't afford a flight, my uncle let me sit on the little flight attendant seat, which, believe it or not, they let you. And I sat there and I went to America, worked in different odd jobs trying to figure it out. Did pressure washing, basketball courts, cleaning toilets, working in kitchens, cleaning dishes, doing the whole nine. And then from that point forward, I kind of really got into the markets. I got interested in entrepreneurship and self-development. University never really cut it for me, never really made sense. It didn't make sense because the people that I was learning from, that were teaching me, they weren't doers of what they were teaching. I had a professor of international business that had never run an international business, and in fact had never been overseas. So, okay, you may be book smart, but that doesn't mean you understand reality or how life works. You need to understand culture, cultural barriers, understand norms and habits, how people interact, how people move, language, dialects, hand gestures, motions, things that offend people. These things you can't collect in a textbook. You need to learn through experience. So right now I'm really focused on just leveling up, and that's kind of been my journey throughout my entire life. In 2020, after doing really well in e-commerce, I dumped all my money into crypto. I was kind of telling you a little bit about the story. I had buddies that were investing in the market that I deemed to be more intelligent than I was. So the story goes that I'm with one of my buddies and we're at Chipotle, and I no longer eat at Chipotle. This is when I was in my past life. Fast food is not ideal for you, but we can talk about that later. And I get my Chipotle bowl, and then my buddy's like, "Hey, can you cover me?" I'm like, you're a crypto multimillionaire. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't have money." I'm like, "What do you mean you don't have money?" He's like, "Oh, all my money's in crypto." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good." I went home and put all my money in crypto. Now, it wasn't just like, I went and gambled on my money. It was, I went home, I did my research, and as a process kind of developed, it wasn't like a gamble. I'm gambling on this dude. It was, I took the data sets and the information of other people that were playing the game, and I utilized it to my advantage. So I invested in a ton of different projects that were at a sub $25, $30 million market cap. Graph, PancakeSwap, which I ended up holding 1% of the circulating supply, which was crazy. That was super fun. I was the cake farmer. And I introduced kind of DeFi to a lot of the online digital space, and then got into NFTs, played around there, and just leveling up. But right now I'm not really in crypto. The big issue with FTX kind of made me reassess kind of how I wanted to move in this space. And I think that so many of the good people that should be innovators in the space are actually on the sidelines. So I encourage anybody that wants to get into the space, that has good intentions, get into the game, get into the space, build companies. Hey, why can't we have an exchange that actually holds customer funds? Is it that hard to build a good product, a quality product? So that's the process that I'm in right now, just building with the money that I've made, and utilizing the money that I've made and reinvesting that into myself to make the video game character more powerful.